We are exploring. Today I'm gonna show you part 2 of the two-part series about the Old Quarry on the Arkansas River Trail in North Little Rock, Arkansas. In part 1 I showed you this wall here, or this structure that was part of the Old Quarry, and we left checking out an old ramp that we discovered. Here's the trail that gets us onto the ramp. Here in this area at the quarry there are several roads that had been carved into the landscape as the mining of sandstone progressed. Oh, look at that. What's that? There's a part of the curb missing. I bet there was some part connected in this area to this ramp. But the ramp over here, it ends, and it was probably used to bring down rocks to the river to have them transported to different places where they were needed. Here, just adjacent to the ramp, there's an area that has a concrete foundation. Maybe there was a building here, a wooden structure on top of the foundation, or they moved heavy equipment, because in this area that is pretty sandy. If you want to move heavy equipment, you'd better have a concrete foundation. Is this a staircase here? No, this just drops down. I wonder what this was used for when this was still in use. There's graffiti on it, but I don't really mind. Concrete is gray and the graffiti doesn't really harm the structure, and it makes it more colorful. To get to the quarry itself over there where they mined the rocks, we have to walk up this hill for a couple of 100 yards, and there you see the rock faces now covered by trees. I bet in the times this quarry was operational. Oh, look, here in the foreground there are tons of sandbags. That's where they dumped them. We had a flood here in this area, a pretty bad flood in May and June, and people used sandbags to make sure their houses don't get flooded. Well, it's just sand, so no harm done. Here I'm showing you the rock face, and over there where we're looking at now at the top, that is where Emerald Park in North Little Rock is located. And I have another video of the Old Quarry at Emerald Park where you can see this very area we're standing at right from above. These cliffs or bluffs are 200 feet tall, and here you get an idea of the material. Along the wayside there is rocks that may have fallen off trucks or other equipment when this mine was still in operation. So these are good sized chunks. And here is one of the side trails or roads that I'm going to explore. Here is another impressive rock face where they probably blasted off rocks for construction and for the railroad. Here is a cool photo dated around 1910 of a rock crusher. The photo was taken here at the Big Rock Quarry, and most of the people in the photo can actually be identified from left to right. This is Ern Dry, then an unidentified person, Walter Havens, Doc Thomas, Ralph Anderson, and another unidentified man here in the front. Walter Havens had this photo taken by Lois Garner And this was published on the Facebook page of the city of North Little Rock. In the distance we see the ramp that we explored earlier, and here are some more structural elements here that are overgrown. And there's another side trail, but let's walk back to the main trail, the Arkansas River Trail. In the distance you can see the mountain, and here in the front there's a collapsed structure. I believe all the structures here close to the river were used to move the rocks onto boats to be hauled off where they were needed. Here is another component of that structure that's pretty well intact. You can see some poles reaching up and some steps on top, a platform on top. I wonder how they did it. Did they run belts, or was this all? There was certainly a lot of manual labor involved, but certainly also people were not carrying these rocks. So belts were probably the way to go to get the rocks that they harvested here at the Big Rock Quarry onto boats to get them where they were needed. This is neat. The quarry was in operation from the mid-1800s until the 1930s, and it's pretty neat that there is still stuff here and present to look at. Here's a view of the Arkansas River, a 360-degree view of this area. Over there's the mountain that we got close to earlier. Here is something else, another concrete structure. We're getting closer to the end of this trip and walking back to the car. This area is not very busy. I've spent probably an hour and a half here, and I've seen maybe 10 people walking around enjoying the day. And here is the wall where we started at, with these strange holes in it that I'm not sure what they were used for, if they were holding beams for a roof. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it.